Keep off my lines, okay? Keep out of my lines. I've told you about that before. Okay?
This is all good stuff. This is...
Stay off of my lines. You've got your own lines. Right?
Okay.
You're the eye candy and I'm the funny end.
I'm the eye candy.
Well, you said that.
You were the eye candy.
Well, I think that secretly.
Retake, is it?
Retake, yeah.
Alright boys, tell us, how did it all start?
How did it all start?
What
That's
a great question.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, it all started...
It's your fault, is it?
It's my fault,
Yeah.
absolutely. It started one day when I decided that I love singing and I knew Wayne loved singing, and I asked Wayne to do one concert.
One concert?
One only.
Yeah, yeah.
And we sang in a sheltered housing complex, Tulladef Place. Went very well, borrowed all the gear, and one concert led to 2, led to 3, led to 4, and here we are here today.
Yeah, yeah, it was very unexpected. I've never seen that coming, you know, and it's amazing. It's amazing how things can, you know, one minute you're just going about your business, the next minute you're on stage, you know, and everybody's listening to you, and I've never seen that coming. It was just circumstances. I mean, we knew each other for a long time, played rugby for many years together, never sang a note.
Not one. Not one.
Not one note. In
Amazing.
20 years. And then, you know, Paul heard that I did a bit of singing, and here we are. The Twa Tenors were born.
Tell me about a typical Twa Tenors show. What can people expect?
Well, expect the unexpected at a Twa Tenors show. It's no, obviously, we love opera.
Yeah,
we love to sing opera, but we sing everything, you know. We sing the Proclaimers, the Drifters,
Tom Jones,
Sonata. Engelbert, you know, all these type of wonderful singers. We like to sing their songs.
The opera is, we weren't sure how opera would go down, but the opera section, it's amazing the reaction we get.
Yeah.
We sing the opera section and people sit up and take notice, and we've had some fantastic ovations just by singing the opera. But we love all sorts of music.
Yeah.
All sorts of
We
music.
like to have a laugh.
We do indeed.
We like to have a laugh on stage. So nothing too serious, you know.
Yeah.
Does the audience participate at one of your shows?
Absolutely, yeah. We do a few songs. One that comes to mind is a very famous song, Sweet Caroline, and we always get somebody from the audience to come up and play the role of Caroline. We don't always get somebody who's called Caroline. So, last week it was somebody called Agnes, and Agnes
which sounds like Caroline,
it does a bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Agnes became Caroline, and we sang Sweet Caroline.
Yeah.
And the audience went with it, swaying. We love audience participation. We love,
It's very important.
Yeah, we love seeing the audience enjoying themselves. If we enjoy ourselves, the audience enjoy themselves, and that's the main thing that we get out of it. Yeah.
In the short space of time that you've been together, what's been the best gig that you've done so far?
Well, the best gig we've done, it has to be that birthday party at the Apex, does it?
Oh, tremendous,
Yeah,
tremendous.
yeah.
The story behind that, briefly, is a woman saw us singing at a small concert,
Yeah.
phoned me up and said, would you fancy doing a 50th birthday party in the
Yeah.
Apex Hotel?
And we said, you can't be 50.
We did say that. And she said the theme is Las Vegas. And we came up, we put our heads together and we came up with this Las Vegas themed birthday. I sang Sinatra, dressed up as Frank Sinatra, and Wayne bought a £3 onesie.
I never bought it.
Did you steal it?
I borrowed it.
You borrowed
permanently.
A £3 onesie, and did an Elvis collaboration. And at the end of the show, they were actually standing on the tables in the Apex Hotel.
I've seen it done like that.
Crazy, a
Yeah.
crazy, fantastic night.
When you boys aren't the Twa Tenors, what do you do?
Well, when we're not on stage, I'm a taxi driver. That's what I do. And I've been doing that now for, well, a long time. 28 years.
Gee.
28 years.
You don't look old enough.
I know.
To be
I know.
honest.
Yeah,
to be
yeah,
honest.
yeah. I know. I started when I was 12.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I'm a taxi driver around about the streets of Dundee, and that's what I do. Yeah.
and I work for the Scottish Hydro, and I read meters. I'm a meter reader, the singing meter reader. So we're just two ordinary guys doing two ordinary jobs, and here we are. I love singing.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you find yourself getting more and more recognised?
Yes, it's quite nice at times. I sometimes go to people's doors to read the meter, knock the door, and the door opens, and I'm met with, "Oh, it's one of the Twa Tenors," and you do a bit of a double take. And it's nice to be recognised, and people appreciate what we do, what we're doing.
It's quite an unusual sort of, when you see somebody looking at you, and you think, wonder, and then they'll come over to you and say, "Are you one of the Twa Tenors?" And I've been driving my taxi, and somebody jumped in the taxi and gave me a double take and went, "You're one of the Twa Tenors," driving the car, and everybody wants you to sing, of course, do they?
Absolutely.
They always want you to sing. Go and sing with a song, go and sing with a song, and all that kind of thing. So it's very flattering, and
it's nice.
Yeah,
it's nice.
yeah.
Why do you think your shows have become so popular in such a short space of time?
I think if you go back to what we said earlier about engaging the audience and singing songs that people remember, songs from the past, Frank Sinatra, all these iconic artists, Nat King Cole, people have sometimes forgotten about these songs, and I think what we're doing as the Twa Tenors is we're bringing these songs back into the limelight again. And the opera section,
Yeah.
people don't expect us to be singing opera.
No from coming from the schemes in Dundee, they don't expect you to people don't expect to hear that. If you want to hear opera or anything like that, you normally have to go to a big show somewhere or something like that.
Yeah.
But you can just come to one of our concerts, and
Yeah.
you'll hear opera there. And a lot of the things as well is we've all obviously got a format for the show,
Yeah.
but we ad lib a lot.
Certainly
Sometimes
do.
we don't even know what's coming
true.
next. And it's just that freshness that I think people relate to. The shows are always something different going on.
We're commonly known as two guys from the schemes with operatic dreams,
Yeah.
and that sums us up, I suppose.
Yeah.
If you were to choose just one song each as your all-time favourite that you love performing, which one would it be?
Oh, the all-time favourite song.
All-time favourite.
That's very difficult. I mean, there's so many. Operatically, if we were to sing an opera-style song, I think for me, a solo that I do is "Here in My Heart" by Al Martino, and that's one of my favourite songs.
Fantastic song.
Yeah, and I first heard it maybe a couple of years ago, and never did I think, that I would perform it. But that we do perform it, it goes down really well. People seem to really love that song. So I would pick that one for me.
For me, the song that means the most is a song from Les Miserables, "Bring Him Home," for various reasons. But that song, we sing that as a duet. It's a very emotional song, and we do sing it every single performance. We sing that song, and it comes from deep within. It comes from the heart. So if you were to put me on the spot, I would say "Bring Him Home" would be my all-time favourite Twa Tenors song, definitely.
So what's the next ambition for the Twa Tenors? What's the next step for you guys?
Well, the next step for us is we don't know what the next step is. We're going to continue onwards. We're going to continue doing more gigs, put myself out there, and if people keep wanting to come and hear us, then we'll keep singing, will we?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, I mean, Paul's a lot older than me, so you've not got as much time left. But
Not that much.
but
We're both young. We've both got a good attitude. We're both young at heart, and I think we want to. I would love to do the Twa Tenors as a full time thing. I would love that to be my job, singing. What a job that would be.
they sometimes say if you find a job you love doing, you'll never work another day in your life. Yeah. So we love the Twa Tenors, we love performing, we love singing, and wouldn't it be great to have that as your occupation? It'd be fantastic.
It would be.
Yeah. So whatever the future holds, we'll give it 100%.
Yep.
You know, we'll see what happens.
Who knows?
So where did you boys learn your trade?
Learn to sing. Well, it wasn't at university or anything like that, sadly. You know.
We've never been to the Royal Academy of Music in London or Glasgow.
No. But my earliest memory of singing was at the Berries in Blairgowrie as a young guy, young lad, maybe 5, 6, 7 year old, and you're in these drills at berries, picking berries for money, you know, to make ends meet, and that's what people did back then, and there was nothing to do. There was nothing to do, so you would just stand there and you would just start singing, and I never knew that other people could hear. You know, you're in these big bushes and nothing like that, and nobody can see you. And you think nobody can hear you either as a young lad. So we would sing all day. Me and my brothers and my mum and my dad would sing all day.
Never made any money.
Oh no,
We were too busy singing. Where I started singing was at school. I won the Lang Medal at school in 2nd year, and the only reason I went in for the Lang Medal was because in that particular afternoon it was double French and double maths, and I decided going in for the Lang Medal was a better option, and I won it. And I remember going home, and my dad was sitting, and my dad said, "Good day at school," and I told him I won the Lang Medal. And he didn't believe me until I actually had the medal in my hand. The first time I knew Wayne could sing was Wayne invited me to a concert through in Edinburgh, and we were sitting in the audience, and he said, "I'll be back in 20 minutes. Half an hour elapsed, 40 minutes elapsed. Next minute Wayne was on the stage, all dressed up in a suit, singing Nessun Dorma. And I had no idea, not a clue that he could do it. And that's when we decided to.
Because we knew each other for a long time, you know. Yeah. And that's the funny part about it. Knowing somebody for that length of time and never singing a note. Never singing a note. And then 20 something years later, this happens.
Exactly, yeah.
You know. So
amazing, really.
yeah, it's an unbelievable thing that's happened, and we're just so delighted that you know, we've managed to get this far. You know, and it all started, you know, as a young lad for me, picking berries in Blairgowrie. That was.
Okay, guys, thank you. That's a wrap.
That's a wrap. Thank you very much. Can I go and get this makeup off my coupon now? Hell of infantry.
Do you?
I can't go home like this.
No, you can't. No.
Okay, good guys.
I love stealing his lines. It's great.